Hey y'all, welcome back to Stutz's Soapbox. I'm Stutz. Um, Hope you all had a blessed Easter. I know mine was spent with family. Family is important. Um, if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you. If what I say tonight inspires you, hit the like button. If you disagree, leave a comment. Share it with people. If you like it, share it with people. Something's been going on. A lot's been going on. But something got me thinking really hard. Friend of mine believes a little different than I do. Got TDS. Bad. Man occupies so much time in his head rent free. He posts all these memes, all these anti-Trump memes, whatever they can come up with. And I mean, there's a bunch. But when he's challenged, crickets. So either he's doing it just to garner reaction, stir the pot a little bit, or he believes it, but doesn't have the intestinal fortitude to debate people on the other side. In other words, ain't got no balls. We can throw out all the memes and everything we want, but look, if you got an issue with somebody, president, Congress, whoever, don't just throw little platitudes out there, bumper sticker, stuff. Seriously, come up with the other side of it. Come up with what, the argument. The argument on the other side. It's the only way. And don't be, oh, he's a racist, he's a Nazi, he's none of the above. Spitting out stuff like that just proves ignorance. These knuckleheads protesting all over the place to return a banger. Really? Senator going down, which violates the Logan Act, what he was doing. Should be prosecuted on it. And don't give me, oh, so-and-so did this in the past. Hey, we can bring that up all day. You can bring up 4 presidents previously that talked a good game and then just kicked the can down the road. Why is everybody all upset? They're upset with Doge. They're upset with what Trump's doing and everything. And, I get it. We all have our differences and our issues. But sit back and think about it a minute. He's doing what he said he was going to do on the campaign trail. He wasn't bullshitting there. He said he was going to do it. He was going to try to make government more efficient. We should. We spend a hell of a lot of money on a hell of a lot of stuff we don't need to be spending money on. That's our tax dollars. How many countries are taxing their people to give money to us? Obama, Clinton, all of them. You can go back. There's tape of them talking about the unfair tariffs put on American products going into other countries and the non-tariff restrictions and regulations. So we do it reciprocal, but we're the bad guys. We actually have a, and if Trump's wrong, we're going to know it. If he's right, we're going to know it. But at least he's got the nuts to do something. Man, you could talk a game all day long. But if you don't do nothing to change what's wrong, you're kicking the can down the road like so many presidents before have. I'm willing to stand up and scratch the surface and talk about it. I'm willing to talk with anybody about it. I don't care. Do I agree with everything the man's doing? No. I think tariffs should have been done a little bit differently. They should have been done, or should be done. We got to have an equal playing field, We're not, the United States ain't a doormat. We're not there to be the big brother that defends you when you're picked on, but then you talk smack about us, or don't let us play on an equal footing when it comes to manufacturing and everything else. If the tariffs bring manufacturing jobs back to the United States, that's a hell of a good thing. People, there's Congress people, America doesn't want to work manufacturing jobs. Yeah, tell that to the Rust Belt. Tell that to the people that had good paying, a lot of times union jobs, that after NAFTA, after China was given most favored nation status and let into the WTO, started sucking all them jobs out of the United States, going down to Mexico, going to, Indonesia, wherever. Think about it. We've lost a buttload of jobs. Now, if another time comes where shit hits the fan all over the world and we got to make our own stuff, guess what? Well, it's over in China. It's in Mexico. They might not like us that much. Well, we're not going to build you a ship. Sorry, boys and girls. Your meds that you depend on because you got blood pressure, you got diabetes, you got whatever ails you. Thank God they haven't shipped whiskey out of the country. We're not going to send it to you. Tough. It is. It's what it is. Sit down, talk to people, both sides of the aisle. Don't be afraid to talk to somebody. Don't throw, like I said, don't throw platitudes and race it, because once you go there, the argument's over, and basically you lost. If you got to go to name calling, you lost. Excuse me. You have. You're calling names. Doesn't work because it shuts people off. I could call people all kinds of names. Hey, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. What does it do? Turns them off. Gets them mad at me for calling them a name. If they get mad at me, or I get mad at them because I disprove their idea, or I come up with something that I could come up with something that make you go, let me think about that a minute. Same with you. You disagree with me? Tell me, man. Tell me why. Tell me why. But you got to agree that our government has kicked the can down the road for way too long. And now that somebody's doing something about it, it hurts in the short run. You know, and as you've seen in the stock market, depending on what the news is, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. That's the stock market. Guess what? If you're in the stock market, you're gambling. Ain't no difference than going to Vegas. A little different. At least you have a little bit of odds. You know, the odds are all in the house's favor in Vegas. At least you have a chance to research and do stuff like that and look into companies if you're in the market. Or you have somebody who does that kind of thing for you, which you're going to pay for that kind of service. But seriously, start talking to each other, man. You'll find out we have more that unite us than we have that divide us. We truly do. Hey, if you got anything out of this, share it. No matter which way you got it, whether you're mad or you're glad. Share it with people. Hit the like button. Drop a comment. You know, I don't care if you drop a comment and just leave me a big middle finger. Man, drop a comment. Because it's the only way we're going to make things, we're going to right the ship. We're going to get the pendulum back to neutral. We're not going to be at each other's throats all the time. Love y'all. Out.